All right, guys, welcome to sunny South Florida. I've got a cool MRE meal. This one is actually a gift from my son Micah and his wife, and got this for Christmas. Been waiting to send this one out to everybody. It is a sniper meal, a Polish MRE sniper meal put out by the company called Arpol or Arpol. That's the company name, Arpol 1991. They provide all kinds of military things in Poland and around the world, and this is their sniper meal. So let's take a look at this. This is going to be pretty cool, I think. It's a new meal. We have, so we'll get to eat it. We have a whole bunch of cool things. First of all, this is beef shoulder with tomato sauce. So that's going to be some kind of, I probably have some pasta in it as well. We'll find out together about that. This, my friends, we have pork liver.
Pork liver?
And pork parts, and it's called something like pork pate. So,
oh my.
I've never tried pork liver before, so this will be a first. We have a chocolate bar. Looks like it says dark chocolate on there. Our accessory pack, or no, that is our heater tab pack. We'll open that here in a minute, show you how that works. Got a straw, that means we have a drink coming. Crackers, and I had several on my last Polish MRE video. I had lots of Poles check in and say those they double. They're crackers or biscuits, and they double as body armor and tank treads. They're that hard. So shout out to all those Polish guys that took a look at that and commented. Here's our accessory pack. We'll get into that here in a minute. I see gum, I see some pretty cool stuff in there. Here is a bag for filtering water. How's that for cool? Bag for carrying out chemical disinfection of drinking water. I have a toothbrush.
A toothbrush?
Check that out. I have a toothbrush to clean my teeth after the meal. Wow. I've always figured that's what the gum was for. And finally, we have some lemon tea drink. I looked that up. It's a lemon tea drink. Excited to try that. Get a good shot of that, Asa. That rifle there is a bore rifle. It's made in Poland. The Polish Army and the Nigerian Army uses it. The code name or the nickname is Alex, named after the man who invented it. And it's a 7.62 round sniper rifle. Just to compare that to the M16 that I used when I was in the Marine Corps, that was a 5.56 millimeter round. That's pretty cool picture there on the front to put on your MRE. So, okay, we're going to want to heat up the tomato and beef and the pork pate. And I think we'll do the, you know, I don't think you do heat up pate. I think you just eat that straight. So we'll probably just have the pork liver straight. We'll heat up the beef. So let's get to our heat source. They have instructions, but we've done this before on the Russian MRE, and this is real similar. Oh, look at here, we've got matches. Be my guest. Let's take a look. Cool. We got a bunch of matches. Look at that. All right. So let's do our tabs. These are the heat tabs, and remember we build us a little stove. Check this out. We'd go here and here.
There we go.
Yeah. We set that aside. We break out a heat tablet. It's kind of a breezy day today, so it'll be interesting to see how this works. Take out a match that's provided. Oh, they lit right away. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh boy, the box had a flame going on it. I didn't want the whole box to catch. I've had that happen with the sleeves of matches. So that's lit.
Wow, that lit up real easily on the one corner there.
Sure did. Let's get to our beef and tomato and see what this looks like. Oh boy, looks interesting.
Oh, wow, that's tasty looking.
Yeah, let's open not bad. Let's open a spoon and just kind of stir things up a bit, see what we have here. Oh, we have 2 spoons and a fork. cool. Let's see.
This is a really cool MRE.
It is. Let's see, a spoon, a fork, a knife that's really good and stout, and a small spoon. That's probably for stirring my tea or something, to be my guess. Got my napkin, which we'll put right under there so we don't lose it. So let's stir up our beef shoulder. Oh yeah, that's like big meatballs in there. I don't see many vegetables. There's a little bit of a carrot. Well, let's get that on the stove and taste tomatoey. I'll put the lid down a little bit so it keeps the heat in. There we go. Let's get to the tea here. I'm gonna take out my trusty canteen cup from my days in the Marine Corps. Well loved, well used. It's got a little bit of something in it still. There we go. Let's see here. Easy tear, that's kind of cool. Just tear that right open. See how that smells. It smells lemony. Yeah, take a look at that. Quite granular, huh? Pour that in there and get it all down. There we are. I'd rather have not enough water than too much and mess up the flavor. So we'll go like that. Take what I'm presuming to be our small teaspoon and stir up the contents. We'll leave that set just a bit and let everything dissolve good, and we'll try that here in a minute. Keep it well away from the heat. Speaking of heat, check that. We're bubbling and squeaking over here, aren't we? Oh yeah. Got to keep it stirred a little bit so we don't get the anything burned on the bottom there. There we go. Oh yeah, I see a carrot. It's not it, but cool. Dark chocolate. Oh wow, that is some dark chocolate.
Whoa.
Wow. That is some real dark chocolate.
Wow, really dark.
Ooh yeah, that's some dark stuff. We'll set that right there. There's a lot of chocolate in here. I mean, look at this. It didn't stay together too well, but it did travel quite a ways. Check that out. All right, that's going to be fun.
Some of the blackest chocolate I've seen.
Yeah, I think folks in Europe, they really like dark chocolate, as I recall from when I was over there. And then let's see here. Let's open up our biscuits or tank treads or body armor, depending on who you talk to. You can just hear this. I mean, it's just, they're solid, you know what I'm saying?
It's like a piece of tile.
Well, hey, now that's probably another good use. Bathroom
tile your floor with the crackers.
So, you know what we're going to do? Well, yeah, you were going to do this right now. I'm just going to tuck one of those in there, see if it'll...
I want to try one. I don't think if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all. Give it a whirl. See, I have 60-plus-year-old teeth. I got to be careful.
Wow.
I mean, they're crunchy the whole way through, aren't they? Yeah.
That's a hard cracker.
Let me see that. Let me see that part of it.
It's really dense, too.
Wow. Yeah, I got to be careful with that. And it's got, you can see like rye seeds in it. That's a flavorful cracker though, isn't it? That's
There's
good.
a lot of flavor packed in there.
Man, well, while that's heating up, let's open up some pork liver. And I think you're supposed to eat this cold, actually.
Cold pork liver, nothing like it.
Let's smell that. Smells good. It does smell good. All right. Well, let's say a quick prayer here. Thank you so much, Lord God, for this food. Thank you for this opportunity to share this with everybody. And I pray you bless the food to my body. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
I don't think there's really anything else to do here as far as any decisions to make or anything else to open. It's kind of all opened up. There's no jam or jelly. We're kind of by a military base, if you heard that. We'll let him go over again. Or them go over again.
He ain't landing at the grass strip, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. We have a grass airstrip close to us, but they're not going to land there. All right.
So,
I think our fire went out.
Yeah, your fire did go out.
So let's open up another tablet. Keep that warm. You know what? I think this might be what this is for. I don't know. You guys can help me with this. I think this might be one of those deals where we...
oh yeah, you make it wide and then you... Oh, that's what that's for.
Like that, so I don't have to burn my little hands. There we go. I can lift that up.
Oh, that's cool.
Put another heat tab on there. We'll just set that off to the side. Get us another match. I like these matches, that's cool. There we go, she's getting. Put this back on top. Let her keep heating. Isn't that cool?
That is really good.
That's slickety. All right, so let's get a cracker here. I've got to do just a tiny piece of cracker because they're so doggone hard. And let's, you know, before I do that, I'm going to have me a little tea.
You're going to savor the anticipation.
Yes, exactly.
Of pig liver.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. Tastes like iced tea with lemon and a sweetener in it. So that's pretty good, actually. Go good with ice. And you know, before I have that pate, I'll tell you a little story. When I was on ship on the USS El Paso, LKA 117, I say that because there have been 3 different versions of the El Paso. But anyway, when I was on the El Paso on the Norway float, we were in where we slept. In the Navy, it's called a berthing area, B-E-R-T-H-I-N-G. It's where your berth is, not to be confused with where you were born. We were the third, as I recall, we were the 3rd level below the main deck. So we had to walk down 3 ladder wells with hatches that weighed like 2,000 pounds apiece, because if something goes wrong, they got to batten down the hatches and screw them down to keep everything watertight, or airtight, watertight, so no water can enter. So we had to go down 3 ladder wells to our area where we slept, the berthing area. When we got there, I got to tell you, it was pretty startling because I'm 6'5", and so my wingspan is about 6'5". There were where we went, there was a little alleyway which I had to go sideways to get my shoulders in. I couldn't go in like this because I would hit the rack on both sides, hit one of the other racks. So you go in sideways. So they're about 6 feet wide, so that's about this wide. On this side, there's a bunk that's 2 feet wide and 6 feet long, and they're stacked 4 on top of another. Now when I say a bunk, you think bunk bed, that kind of stuff. This was steel, polished, with about a 2-inch foam mattress, but the mattress was the foam mattress was 6 foot long and 2 feet wide, which means at 6'5", every night when I slept, I either had to sleep with my legs straight and my back and neck bowed, or my legs curled up under me and my back and neck straight, because it was 5 inches too short for me. So you have 4 decks here, or 4 cots here, 4 bunks, 4 bunks on this side, 2 feet over, and then behind it there are 4 and 4. So in a 6 foot by 12 foot, 72 square feet area, we slept 16 guys. It was close quarters, and there were row after row. I wasn't unique. We all had to sleep like that. And I'll tell you what, when you get into 30 and 40 foot swells, and you're up and down in the North Atlantic, and you realize you're 3 decks below, so if anything ever happened, you're not getting out of this alive, right? You come to terms with eternity and death and things like that. And I hadn't even been in any action on a ship. That was just being in the hold of a ship. So it wasn't for the faint of heart. And I think maybe if some guys had a hard time dealing with that, maybe that's why a lot of guys drank and did things like that. Just try to forget the reality of your situation. But anyway, just kind of a interesting, I think, story about how life was lived on ship. Chow was great. My duty was good. I got to be up almost basically in the crow's nest of the boat with what I did in the Signals Intelligence Corps. But it was very interesting situation there in the bunks. So anyway, we got bubbling meal here. We had better get to this. While we're gonna let that bubble a little more. Let's have a little of our pate. Now that looks interesting, I'll say. That's all I'll say about that.
Wow.
It's just kind of, it's like paste, which you would expect liver and pork to be.
Pasty pig liver.
Yeah. Here we go. With our Polish tank tread cracker. Well, as a kid, my father liked Braunschweiger, which was a German mixed meat. It was refrigerated, but it was beef, I think. The texture of this is like room temperature Braunschweigen, only a little softer.
Is it good?
It is meat.
So
it's not bad. You want? There you go. For pork liver, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
it's just like meaty tasting paste.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I say when you say what does it taste like. It tastes like meat.
Like yeah, just like Spam or something.
Yeah, pulsed up, pulsified, whatever you call that, into a creamy paste.
It's weird because you bite into like a paste that should be like sweet or something, but has a meat flavor.
Yeah,
it just melts in your mouth.
No.
I don't know about that. Kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad.
No.
Obviously, but I wouldn't. Here's what I'd say. Out in the field, this would be fantastic because it's got your protein. It's meat. It's going to fill you up. Yeah.
And these crackers are going to fill you up too.
Well, these crackers might expand in your stomach and do some damage if you're not careful how many you eat.
This is like that Lammas bread from Lord of the Rings, you know, a couple bites and you're filled for the day.
That's it. All right. You set the pate aside. Cleanse the old palate. Get ready for our beef. This on the package says it is a beef shoulder. So this is not just any beef, it's from the shoulder of the beef. For this, we require some cutting of the meatballs. That is cool. Hot meatballs out there in the field. I love these heat tabs, by the way. All right, let's give this a try. Ooh, that's hot. That's quite good, especially with the tomato paste or sauce. It's quite good. Yep. I would say right off the bat, let me just grab I like these crackers because they have that rye seed in them. It really imparts a. Can't do that.
It's
I
so
break my
hard.
tooth. There we go.
You have to break it with both hands.
Yeah. That cracker imparts a rye taste to it. I like rye bread, so that's good. Guys, this is a good meal. Now, I would say the downside of it to me is there's no fruit or vegetable. I mean, I have the chocolate, and we'll give that a try here in a minute, but I've got tea. I've got this kind of stuff, I guess, that doubles for whatever. Let's see what we have here. You know, I didn't check that out. Let's see what it looks like here. Maybe we can tell by the smell. Oh, that's coffee. That's coffee. That's ground instant coffee.
So they gave you tea and coffee.
Yeah, they give you tea and coffee.
2 protein things and some chocolate.
And some chocolate, but no vegetable. There's a little tiny carrot and, of course, tomato paste in that. But we'll try that coffee here in a minute. I'm interested to see what Polish coffee tastes like. But overall, You know, I'm going to throw a little salt down in there too. I think that might help the overall. Let's put a little salt in our pate and a little salt in our. We'll stir that up good. In fact, I'm just going to put a lot in there. There we go. We'll stir that up good. This is an interesting meal, but like I say, I wish it had some kind of fruit or veggie specific in it, even if it was something dry that you could reconstitute. But you know, they're more worried about protein, and you know, compared to the American MREs, that's I have to say, I'd rather if I had to choose, I'd rather have protein than a bunch of low calorie stuff. Oh, that heating system is superb. I'm gonna make some coffee, and I thought I'd put 2 tabs on. This one, this tablet here is broken up. That's kind of interesting. The texture of them, it's like it actually reminds me of cubed sugar. The texture, because there are granules in the bottom of this thing. But I already have 1 tablet started, and I thought, well, let's get an extra one there, and really have the heat going. So there's there's that. Let's get our water on, and we're gonna have us some coffee with our dark chocolate. So we let this cracker, so-called, soak in the tomato sauce for a while. That's still hot, man. I tell you, I love those heat tabs. I think we're going to see if that cracker softened up a bit. That's not the way.
I think you need like a bunch of water and let it soak for half an hour before those soften up.
It's all spongy.
Oh.
The taste is there, but the texture is weird. No, don't do that. Just eat your crackers, crunch them, as hard as it may be. Now there's a good sized carrot. Look at that. So, yeah, you don't want to put your. No, that's not. No, I'm still chewing on this thing. Guys, we've got a little bit of a situation here. This thing is going really well, and I tried to take it off. Figured out what that extra napkin's for. It's to take things off the fire. But that's too hot on the deck. There's a wood deck underneath here, so we're going to put that out.
We built up the fire too big.
Yes. There we go. Yeah, we don't want to start the deck underneath this thing, which is wood.
I guess this is metal, which is fine.
Yeah. But all right. Well, let's pour our coffee. Looks like cocoa powder, really. That's kind of cool. Let's see here. Yeah, we had a kind of an off-camera emergency. I caught the napkin on fire that I was using because this is so hot. Anyway, minor crisis averted. I'm gonna have to let that cool. All right, so here's dark chocolate. Again, I don't usually care for dark chocolate, but you never know. It's soft, real creamy. I'm glad I tried it. That's the best dark chocolate I've ever had. That is European coffee, whew, for sure. It's probably stuff you'd like. But I need to put some sugar.
What's European coffee?
It's just any I ever had is just super. It's like Brazilian coffee.
Really dark?
Really dark, really strong. We're going to add some white sugar to it. No cream with this MRE, so there's not that option. But let's see what a little sugar will do. Yeah, you want to try this? I mean, you're the dark coffee guy. Okay, yeah.
I like cream and sugar in my coffee.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure for coffee aficionados, it's great. Let's try the coffee candy. I got coffee in my taste buds going on right now. In fact, I'm gonna cleanse the old palate. Smells like coffee. That's good. I like coffee candy. So, that's not bad. Let's go on to the next one. All right, we've got our, what I believe to be a strawberry. No, maybe not.
It's like a lemon drop or something.
Yeah, it's a, some kind of citrus. That's good. And then we have another, see if this, that's green.
Is it apple or lime?
It's apple. It's green apple. I mean, that hits you right away. That's good. That's kind of fun. And then finally we have some gum. Oh man, I should have shared it with you. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. I'll just sit here gumless.
It's good. It's a minty, fresh gum. Gum is good too. The thing I'm curious about.
Oh yeah.
They gave me, check this little guy out, toothbrush. It says Happy Morning, but I don't have any toothpaste to use that. I don't know if you're supposed to use the pate as the paste or
Brush your teeth with pork liver.
I'll tell you what, guys, this meal overall, I give it about an 8.5, only because they're not like vegetables I could have with that. You know me, I like my veggies. So listen, if you get a chance to grab one of these, you should do it, because they have variations of these. This was menu number 3 is what I was told. So get online, you can check these out. But let's get after the next one.